One word, 4 letters, jail.
Right now, a double murder suspect spending their first night in jail after this tense scene played out in the St. George neighborhood. Multiple homeowners capturing this moment. The suspect was taken into custody after an hours-long manhunt. In the last 90 minutes, we have obtained the jail documents identifying the 2 people killed.
They are, as neighbors told us earlier, the suspect's own parents. St. George police arrested the suspect about 8 miles from the Washington home where the shooting happened.
News specialist Alex Cabrera live in the neighborhood where the manhunt ended. And Alex, you have been looking over those new documents here. What are you learning tonight?
Yeah, according to those court documents, Mike and Deanie, the victims in this case are Gail and Joseph Bailey, who are the parents of the suspect, Mia Bailey, and that they were shot several times. Also, according to that court paperwork, Bailey told police there was no remorse and that, quote, "I would do it again. I hate them." Bailey also bragged about being able to evade law enforcement. But earlier this morning in the St. George neighborhood, Bailey was found in the thick brush back there just in front of a wall. Things like this always happen in someone else's neighborhood.
Insane.
Wednesday morning, though, it happened where Natalie Shaw lives.
And that's when we got the shelter in place message. And I was like, what?
Just down the road in her St. George neighborhood, police had a double murder suspect surrounded. And since police knew that person had a gun, they wanted everyone to be as safe as possible.
Looked out through our windows and you can see straight, and there was 10 police cars, a SWAT car, and we were like, okay, what is happening? And
neighbors shared videos of what they were seeing. Police say 28-year-old Mia Bailey was hiding in the bushes off 28th East and 10th South. Bailey is suspected of shooting and killing 2 people in a Washington City home last night. And it took a negotiations team to get Bailey to give up.
This isn't the end for her, right? We want to make sure that she knows that and that we're going to treat her the correct way and in a fair way. Make sure, our justice system is followed and that she gets the respect that she needs.
Neighbors say the 2 people killed were Bailey's parents and that there were issues between the parents and Bailey about Bailey's transition from a man to a woman.
There was already volatility and bad vibes going within the family.
Police are still investigating the exact motive. Either way, this neighborhood is now back to normal, which Shaw is thankful for.
I'm so glad that it turned out how it did and that nobody else was harmed.
Bailey is now in the Washington County Jail. The court documents also state that Bailey's brother and the brother's wife were in a room behind a locked door and that Bailey had shot at them. It wouldn't have been said if that bullet killed the brother. The family stated that they had feared Bailey for some time now. Mike and Deanie, no doubt this is a case that is certainly going to get a lot more attention as it progresses forward.
I don't care about any intrinsic conversation you want to have about people growing up and thinking that they're in the wrong body. You'll never be able to convince me that a child has any form of knowledge of such a thing, even when they go to doctors and physicians and talk about that. You can't convince me that a child will understand that to the full capacity. You can't have conversations about DIY hormones with me. You can't talk to me about how somehow babies know that they're trans or somehow in the womb, or because they play with a Barbie doll, that means they're showing signs of being a transgender girl or boy. You can't do any of these things and expect me to fall in line with it, especially when you got all this animosity with your parents to the point where you're going through your transition and they disagree and they don't like it and you kill them. I don't know how many times I have to specify this, but everybody's not going to agree with that. There are people who are going to care and love you. Go towards them. But there are going to be people who don't care about it, who don't agree with it, and who will openly criticize you for it. What can you do about it? Oh, well, nothing. Go bitch on Twitter about it, because that's the best you could do. Taking people's lives or threatening violence because, nobody agrees with me? Dumbest thing you could possibly do under the sun. And now, I hope Satan meets you under the jail and then grabs you by the anus and stretches you out and ends you and lets your dead corpse burn for everybody to point and laugh at. Because you don't deserve sympathy. I don't want to understand you. I don't want to know you. I just want to see you rot. I want to see you suffer. And that may sound mean to somebody, but to me, it's quite normal. Why? Because this person, anybody who could possibly want to, coddle, is a murderer. Point blank. Period. Cut the print. And I don't know why this would be something people would attempt to defend. And I'm certain someone out there will do such a thing, but I'm not even gonna waste my time trying to look for it. I just want you to know, if you feel sympathy for somebody who's going through transitioning and people don't agree and they decide through whatever reasons to take their parents' lives along with trying to kill their brother, fuck you and them and whatever movement you hold dear, because no, we can't have deeper conversations about this. No, we can't all come together about trying to respect one another and this, that, and the third, because if we are, we need to start with, if we don't agree with each other, is it acceptable to kill each other? The answer is no, because that's cartoonish shit. And unfortunately, 2 people are dead because one motherfucker can't seem to get the hint that even though you're living your truth and your best life, everybody's not going to live it with you. So go where you're loved instead of trying to fester around people who don't agree with you. It could be that simple, but motherfuckers don't want to make it that simple. Why? Because ooh, my hurt little fifis, and how dare you not understand that I'm transitioning. People don't get it. All these old people, they don't agree with it. There are people who do agree with it. There are some old people who do agree with transitioning. Go meet with them. Go talk to them. Go engage with them. Go hang out with them. And maybe you'll finally experience the love you truly wanted in this world. But because you didn't do that and you decided to go with the alternative, congratulations. Rotten hell and rotten jail. Subscribe to the channel. I will see you in the next one. Goodbye.